It all started around 2:50 p.m. when 3 guards were escorting inmates Mark Isaac Snar and Edgar Baltazar Garcia back to their cells.
Woo! What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Sock. Check it back in with another prison story. What's up, everybody? Lottie Dottie, man. If you're new to my channel, man, join the conversation. Leave us a comment down below. Hit that like button or hit that subscribe button for future videos. Let's get it, y'all.
The escort itself was a violation of protocol, as both inmates were supposed to be accompanied by 3 guards apiece due to their long history of violence behind bars. But when Snar told the guards that he had to use the bathroom, they decided to move both inmates at once with half the required staff.
Just because you check yourself into protective custody inside of an institution or prison don't mean that you're going to be safe. It's supposed to be that, but doesn't necessarily mean that. So for the people who don't know, protective custody is a mechanism, a safety mechanism that's put in place by the prison system to help anybody that's like, scared for their life, scared to be around other inmates. Somebody that's probably after them, trying to stab them, kill them. It's also for like high profile cases, guys come in there and really did some fucked up shit in life. As far as example, 2 8-year-old little girls or something happened to them and killed them, rape, stuff like that. So these guys with high profile cases are most likely to get put on protective custody. And one more type of people that get put on protective custody is people like law enforcement, detectives, anybody that went corrupt, they used to be law enforcement, whatever, they got jammed up. Just for a safety mechanism, they put officers, political judges, lawyers, stuff like that goes straight to protective custody. These aren't type of people that can survive in the prison system. 99% of the time when you in protective custody, you're okay. You got the 1% that end up getting messed off, which happened in this video right here. All right, so when you're in protective custody, man, you're behind a door 23 hours a day. You probably come out maybe once or twice. Once to take a shower and once to, go recreation, just to move your legs around a little bit. But when you move, you're going to be in some kind of restraints, handcuffs, restraints, shackles, something on your feet or your arms, you feel me? And that's for your protection and it's for the other inmates' protection. Remember, protective custody, it works both ways. Somebody can be after you or you can be after somebody, so they don't even try to figure all that out. Once you make it to this part of the housing in prison, there's no movement. Nobody moves with you. You got to have 3 guards to escort you every time. No inmates can move with you, not at all. Everything is pretty much a safety mechanism to make sure that this guy doesn't get to this guy, because you got people that want to kill each other back there. With all these different precautions put in place for protective custody, the only how somebody will die on protective custody is if somebody wants them real bad. You got to plot this out. First off, you got to make it out your cell with them back here and lock up, which is very hard because it's only 2 or 3 inmates going to move at a time. 2, you're going to have handcuffs or shackles on. 3, you have 3 guards that even if you get these handcuffs and shackles off, you got 3 guards that you got to shake and get to this inmate. 4, you got to get past a pat down. Gang members back here hiding, all kinds of shit. But most of the people that get touched on protective custody are ex-gang members or somebody that did something fucked up to a gang. Them the only ones who want you bad enough to kill you while you're in protective custody. You got to get past a lot of security to kill somebody in protective custody. For somebody to go through all that trouble to want to kill you, 1, it has to be a gang hit on you. 2, you did some real foul thing in the world to one of their family members. Or 3, it's a guard. They put a hit on you. That's it and that's all.
During the walk back, Snar and Garcia slipped their handcuffs almost in unison, using contraband lockpicks, and pulled out 2 sharp metal shanks. Corrections Officer Dwight Baloney believed Snar was about to attack Garcia and bravely tried to shield the inmate with his own body, only to find himself being stabbed by both men in his front and back.
Hey, so these guys done slipped their handcuffs. These are 2 gang members of the Aryan Brotherhood. And the guy they finna go attack is somebody that they got into it with while being back there in the segregation area. They already made it past the guards out they cell with a shank strapped on them and something to pick the handcuffs with, and they already done picked them. In the penitentiary, when you got flunkies out on a mission, they will do whatever it takes to complete that mission. If the guards get in the way, they call that collateral damage in prison.
They hit him with their knives 20 times, yelling at him to give up his cell keys as he desperately tried to fight them off. During the struggle, 2 other guards, Josh McQueen and Edwin Levine, turned tail and ran for the large steel range door, leaving their colleague behind.
I told y'all this story 3 years ago about an inmate getting killed because he slipped his handcuffs and went over there and stabbed him, and the guards with the screaming and running the other way. When shit get real, ain't nobody finna try to help you. They finna help theyself.
Baloney was able to make his way out to the door as well, and all 5 men converged there. Baloney escaped, badly wounded, but Snar and Garcia got a hold of McQueen and turned their knives on him. They knocked him down and stabbed him repeatedly, then pulled his keys loose from his tool belt. It was then that Snar and Garcia headed for their real target, another inmate named Gabriel Roan. As they walked down the range, Garcia waved his shank and taunted inmates who were locked away in their cells.
Ain't that some crazy shit? You got these 2 skinhead, crazy motherfuckers walking down the run, cell to cell, waving at people, taunting their little knife, and they headed kill somebody. 2-on-1. Man, you in your cell, you ain't no way out. So the way they open the door is the way you got to come out.
They arrived at Roan's cell, unlocked his door, and swung it open. Roan tried to flee, but it was no use. The 2 stabbed him 50 times in the back and the chest, striking his lungs, liver, and heart, and inflicting multiple fatal wounds. One inmate would later say that they turned him to pulp. Guards outside pleaded with the 2 to stop the attack, yelling out, "He's dead, it's over." But Snar and Garcia wouldn't stop until they got blasted with aerosol gas. They gave up their weapons, surrendered, and later apologized for stabbing McQueen and Baloney, telling investigators that it wasn't supposed to go down like that. Roan's killing wasn't a random homicide, but rather a coordinated attack by a skinhead gang called the Soldiers of Aryan Culture that's even more extreme than many other all-white prison gangs.
When it come to getting people touched back in protective custody, I don't know how they do it, y'all. But it's always a Hispanic or a white guy that makes shit happen, man. You ain't gonna see that too much amongst the black guys. You know, somebody, 2 or 3 people breaking out of handcuffs to go kill somebody because this guy on the unit said it. So this guy shoots the word to these 2 or 3 guys and they gonna handle it. You don't see that too much in the black organization.
Believed they singled out Roan as a target for 3 reasons. He had recently masturbated onto a female guard, which angered Snar and Garcia. He was Muslim, and he was a known loudmouth who would scream taunts from his cell. Garcia allegedly told an inmate that, quote, "While Roan was talking, I was sharpening my knife."
All right, let me try to paint a picture for y'all real quick. So in lockup or protective custody, this is how it's built. You got 10 cells all down here. You got 10 cells all on this side. Then you go upstairs. It's 10 cells up here on this side, 10 cells up here on this side. And the runway might be about 20 feet. So in the middle, there's nothing but wood or concrete floor. So basically, it's wide open space. When you look to the right, going that way, you see nothing but doors. Look to the left, you see nothing but doors. And each cell has an offender in there. So every cell they walk past, they look. They walk past, they look. That's how segregation is built versus population. So now all the guards are gone and they got the keys to the doors. And they walking past cells to get to their person that they want to get to. Let me break down why they finna go get this guy. 1, he masturbated on a female officer, and that happens all the time in the penitentiary. But when you have a female officer that's pillow talking with a certain gang or a certain group and she don't like that, she tell that gang gonna take care of you. I don't know why it works like that, but yes, female guards can get a hit put out on you in the penitentiary all the time. That's 1. 2, they say he's Muslim. Muslim, that's basically in so many words, he's black. 3, he's a loudmouth. Loudmouth means he's a cell word. Basically, he talking real disrespectful behind the door. Either he won't come out, he talking shit, he being racist, or he saying fuck your kids. Basically, shit that just makes you boil inside, but you can't do nothing until you see that person. And that happens a lot back there in segregation. You have cell warriors. People are always talking shit. They'll call your mama a hoe. They'll call your kids. They'll wish your kids death and all this. You got to be a bigger person to eat that shit, because if it fries you out, make you flip out. You got some people that'll kick the door, go crazy, and cause problem for themselves with the guards. Then you got some people that when they come out they cell and think it's all good, this person wanted them that bad because it was that disrespectful. Now they laying up in the hospital bleeding, or even worse, dead.
By the time the court process was over, Snar and Garcia had been sentenced to death.
Just so happened they did receive the death penalty, but I'm here to tell you that doesn't happen a lot. 9 times out of 10, if you have a life sentence and you kill somebody in prison, you just receive another life sentence. And what's another life sentence on top of a life sentence if you're not going home? You know what I mean? Death penalty is the only other punishment they can give you. You feel me? That's why most guys do rock out for their gang or whatever in the penitentiary. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, watching another video with Sock, man. The moral of the story is, don't go to jail. Don't commit crimes, man. Once the justice system got you labeled as a criminal, doesn't matter if you do 6 months or if you got a life sentence. Once you get put in that box, it's a wrap. May the strong survive. Alright, baby, I got more content coming for y'all in the future, man. Like I always ask, join the action with me, man. Hit that like button, man. Leave us a comment. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get it. Until next time, y'all. Much love, much respect. It's your boy Sock, signing out. Appreciate anybody that has joined my YouTube community, man. If you haven't joined, you can sign up. You can join for like $2, man. I share content of personal matters on my YouTube community, and it goes down. I tell jokes. You see me with family. You see me out there on the road, CDL. You see me raising my sons after prison, after lockup.